We'll start with the doctoral students first.
I'd just like to introduce Jizun. He has been a fantastic student with me for the past couple years. He comes from Indonesia, and because of COVID, he wasn't able to go home, and then he had to go home because of some visa issues, and so he persevered and has done such a fantastic job. He studied the negative effects of obesity in horses, and his work is truly groundbreaking and really important for the horse industry.
Thank you so much. I think there's no words to describe how happy I am today. Coming from Indonesia, a small village in a little island called Lombok. As a kid, I grew up looking after animals, horses, ponies, and cattle. I did not know whether I would end up having a PhD someday later in my life. I did not know how to speak English. But today is the proof that hard work and perseverance results in something better and better, results in something that you would never imagine in your life. Thank you so much. And first of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude, of course, to my beloved advisor, who gives me guidance, teach me, make me a better man, make me a better researcher, make me a better student. I know I did procrastinate a lot. One day, in the morning, there was another student in the graduate room who asked me, "You came early, right?" She did not know that I didn't go home. So thank you so much, Dr. Phillips, and all my committee members, faculties and staff. Thank you for all the hard work and support that you've given put for us to make sure that everything is going smoothly and everything's got solved. And of course, staying away from home. I don't have any family here, but I have friends who are my family. They're back there. Thank you for providing your shoulders to cry on when I'm down. I know this is not a manly thing to cry, but I like to cry. Thank you. And lastly, to the best motivator and inspirator of mine in my life, who are always there, no matter who I am, no matter how bad I am. But they are not here physically. They are there in Indonesia watching me. My mom and dad, and all my siblings, my family. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for lifting me up and bringing me this way and making me the way I am today. Without you, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you so much. Once again, there's no words that can describe how grateful I am today. Thank you.
The Prophet ﷺ already mentioned the solution. How can we be grateful? انظروا إلى من أسفل منكم ولا تنظروا إلى من فوق. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم. Look at the people who stand at the level below you. Do not look at the people who stand at the level above. If we have some amount of money, if we have some amount of health, if we have some amount of facility, look at the people who do not have those things, who do not have access to the things that we have access for. And that way we can be grateful. But if we look at the people who have more than us and try to think that we also deserve that, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't give us that way, then na'udhu billahi min dhalik, we would be kufr. We would be ungrateful for that. And that's why if we have something, try to be conscious of that. Why? Because we don't want a situation where we regret that we didn't have a chance to say thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala until it's gone. Two things that are usually deceiving us. Basically, two things that become the source of loss in human life. The first is health and the second is free time. Imagine when we have health, we tend to overlook our health. Why? Because health doesn't feel sweet, health doesn't feel any taste, doesn't feel sour, doesn't feel salty. But we realize that we lost our health because we get sick. And that's why we need to take a little bit of time in our daily life. Maybe before we go to work, before we go to school, before we do something, take a deep breath a little bit. 2-3 seconds before we go out of our home. Think about the blessings that we still have. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ gave us a perfect example of how we should live our life. In every single thing that we do, let's try to start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.